All right, hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be building a fairy house for the fairy sims that I created on stream a couple of days ago, maybe last week at this point. This isn't going to be the same lot. This is actually in my forever home or my forever world, and I'll be moving them in here soon. To start with, though, we're just going to go ahead and redesign this lot so it's ready for them to move into once they get here. We're going to kind of go for one of those open air house feels. So let's go ahead and dive on in and get started. Okay, so to start with, I really wanted to put a pool that was like an infinity pool here on the side of this pond, and that was just a pain in the heck because I've never built I don't do a lot of pool building. I don't do a lot of normal building either, so this was a very fun experience. There were things I thought were supposed to work certain ways that didn't work certain ways, just in like normal base game build mode. So that was really a open end for me of trying to figure it out as someone that doesn't normally do a lot of the building. I did try for this for this house to stick with the pack, kind of to keep it with the right, like that flow and using the new items. I haven't been like actively playing when a pack came out in a very long time, so it was fun to get to use, play with, see how the new items worked together. I really like the new mossy stone texture that we got. That will definitely be used on many houses to come. And I tried to use the window, like walling, the glass windows or whatever, to give it the open air feel. But some of the places I wasn't getting the right feeling with the glass and just had to leave the space open. So most of this house actually probably classifies as outside when I'm done with it. The second floor up here is going to be the open air kitchen. Starts like a little patio, and I'm not actually sure what the main room is going to be yet. But as you can see, it's got a nice... I put that one glass window or walling over there, kind of give it that vibe, playing with a couple of different textures. I kind of just like the terrarium solid window feel. I like the idea of like the fairies being put on display while living in their like glass house. But I do make some more choices as far as getting rid of walls instead of windows, because I just think that having that open wall feel is better in the long run for what I wanted to accomplish. I also played around with arches to kind of give that outside feeling with the archways instead of the doors. So here we're going to start working on the main entrance to the house, because everyone needs a front door, even people that live outside. So I wanted to kind of go with this nice, like, destroyed wall building feel, kind of like you might see in older areas where the buildings have been destroyed and are falling apart and kind of being retaken by nature. So I wanted that outside solid wall, flowers all over. This looks like wisteria to me, so I'm going to go with like wisteria plants growing all over it, even though I don't think wisteria is a vine. Maybe it can be. I know that there's a tree. So I was really happy with the way the front door turned out, and now there's a nice little area that they can go and get their mail and everything. Next, we're going to be working on the kitchen. So my biggest issue was, so I chose this color for the cabinets. The upper cabinets didn't come in that color. Like, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I had to revisit the whole thing and change what color I was using, because I couldn't find lower cabinets that matched, or upper cabinets that matched the lower cabinet I had chosen. And then since we didn't get appliances with this set, as far as I can remember seeing, I went ahead and grabbed the ones from the cottage living. gonna raise the fences or the half walls so that they match the kitchen like cabinet tops, so it has more of that flush feeling because they were a little low. I really like this moss rug that I feel like I'll be using in many places. I also like the flooring I just put down with the like fairy feeling, but the outdoor tiles, they're really hard for me to use. The ones that look like there's grass, because they don't match. So getting them to work properly, I don't know. They don't quite look right to me. I do really like this trimming that we got, so I was excited to put it everywhere. So now we're gonna start on that first roofing. Forgot what it was called for a second. I think the roof I ended up going with is from the Life and Death pack. I thought it might have been from the Fairy pack, but it was the Life and Death pack. But it kind of has this cute little shingle feeling that I just thought was whimsical in the right way for a fairy house. So it worked out for me. So here I'm deciding to kind of go a different direction. I wanted it to have more of that curvature on the front here instead of that just box. It was really boxy, and I don't want it, like, whimsical houses shouldn't be boxy. So I probably could have started off better to begin with, but now I have to fix every other floor to make it so they're all not that kind of box feel. I kind of almost wish that I would have done that with some of the other corners as well, but this is the only one I do it to. I wasn't 100% sure when bringing in these different rooms, how they kind of, you get that break in the room where then now it's like 2 rooms even though it's only 1, how that worked. So I did end up like moving some pieces to try to make it so they all can count it as the same area. But I wasn't quite sure if that would affect gameplay at all. Back to messing with this dang pool. Getting it out of here. I tell you, I just cut all the pool stuff because I mess with that thing so much and it just never turns into what I want it to. I have got rid of the half wall in that bottom area, and I like the open feeling that it gives a lot more. And now we're turning this other space into an open air patio using these really pretty new fences. I like the flowers. It is a lot. It's like a lot. It's really aggressive, but I do like the way it looks. And then we're gonna do a little tiny building here on the side edge. Just shifting some stuff around so it has that nice balance to make sure that it's all flowing well. Then we're going to add in some more of these little pillars everywhere. I'm taking out that wall so it's open space. And then I have, with the fairies right now, this bathroom. So I just wanted to take everything kind of out of it and make a new bathroom for them using the same stuff because I really like the way it looks and they already have all of it. So I'm like, I'm just going to make them their own my own version of that bathroom that fits up here on this upper floor. These tiles are so weird to me. Like, I don't think my brain isn't reminding me of any other tiles that are like wall decorations. So they were strange, but I really like the way they look in the bathroom, so they gotta stay. I didn't feel like I could find any... I wasn't really in love with any of the stone choices for the flooring, and I did end up just going with that solid wood color in green to match the bathroom. Really happy with the way this little bathroom turned out. And putting little windows on all the little upstairs areas. Kind of give that open outside feeling. it's still not looking quite right, so I'm gonna take away some more walls, see if there's, see where I'm going with it. I just want it to be outside. I just need more outside, So this is gonna be the living room area down here. Kind of going with that nice flowy, had the curtains. A sheer curtain might have been really good in that area too, but I put those there because they were with the pack, and I, again, tried to stick with the pack. I really liked a lot of the furniture. Like, we got this elegant kind of fantasy furniture, as well as the wooden, natural, nature-y furniture, which they go so well together. I also like a lot of the plants and new decorative items that are plants, and as well as these mushrooms. Love these mushrooms. I think I kind of ended up going a little purple-green, which, in my opinion, are the two best color combination. Like, it's the best color combination, so yeah. I did notice that my outdoor areas, the lights don't seem to be showcasing that it's lighter there, especially since, like I said, most of the inside of the house is actually outside. So I'm hoping that in gameplay that those lights actually work, but we'll see when I actually jump in. So this upper room up here is supposed to be the master bedroom. So I'm having to kind of rearrange some stuff to get it to fit in there properly, because that's a really big bed, but it is beautiful and we had to have it. Even though I did think about it after I finished the house that fairies don't need to sleep in beds. They can use their fairy houses, and there will be fairy houses in this house. So, kind of a weird choice, I guess. Went ahead and switched out the shower for the bathtub in the main bedroom, or the main bathroom up there. And now we're just gonna make this area more open because everything needs to be open. Going to be updating this little patio area down here as well. Get an archway in there. So again, open space, open area. I forgot I took away the archway. Yeah, so see, just as much air and opening as possible. And then I have the glass walls on the other side, so it's like that doesn't even need to be there either. Expanding that fenceway all the way across. I also realized that the only bathroom I had is that master bathroom, quote unquote. So now we're gonna add in more of a guest bathroom, so to speak, where we'll put the shower. This one I try to go with lighter colors to kind of play with some of the non-default color schemes that they had in the pack. But ended up with a nice little bathroom for guests to use when they're over. I really enjoy, like I said, the dining set and that kind of ginkgo grassy, leafy feeling, as well as the bookshelf. The bookshelf I sadly didn't get to use because, again, like you can see, it's clipping through the top because I am using normal size walls. I wish that we would have gotten a smaller bookshelf that was also like tree related. I feel like the one bookshelf we got is really heavy. I wish it was more like small and dainty feeling. So this corner over here, I'm giving all the apothecary stuff to, just to kind of give them space to work on that if they decide to. I have a lot of open space by the end of this that is perfect for me to expand the family, especially not knowing what kind of hobbies they're going to pick up on just yet. It's nice to have that kind of open area so that you can continue to let the family grow into the house. So here I'm going to start working on the outside bar. It was decided in stream that they should open their own small business, which is an outdoor fairy bar. Which I just love the idea of like a... And not to mention the backing of that fairy bar. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. So I like the idea that there's like drinks and you're just outside and you can get your drink and hang out and like that nice summer breeze on your face and the lights. So I'm using the string lights from Get Together to kind of give that very outside party feel. I think that it kind of works. I'm happy with the way it turned out. And then I also couldn't remember how much garbage they actually made. Oh, am I back to the pool? Yep, I'm back to the pool. This time, we're just gonna make it work. So the main goal was with the pool, it was to make it so it like butted up with the pond, because I wanted it to look like you were almost swimming in the pond, even though I know you can swim in the pond. Well, you can't swim in this one, it's too shallow, but you can play in it. But I wanted there to be this feeling of being able to be in the pond, plus also not in the pond, so yeah. I found this really fun dirt pathway that I like that I'm going to be using. It's kind of just like a worn area where a lot of traffic would be. And then there is a spot I left open in that left corner for a greenhouse that I'll be adding in more as I do the actual play. Because I like to keep houses that I plan on being moved into by my Sims in the cheaper side so that I don't feel like I'm cheating them a lot of money to move them in and giving them still that ability to grow, since I like to play more the gameplay of making the money. So overall, I'm really happy with the way this house turned out. I got the outside feeling I'm wanting. I hope that in gameplay it doesn't backfire on me and I have to like rebuild some walls. But I think that a lot of the items that are in the new pack are ones I'll definitely be using a lot. Although if you're not going for that whimsical fairy feeling, some stuff might not be able to be used, so to speak. I did add in a second bedroom, which I again realized afterwards that I didn't need. I just had an open space and I was like, let me put a bedroom here, I guess, because I have two Sims, so it made sense. But again, they don't need to sleep in like a bed. They can sleep in a fairy house. Not to mention this family is learning how to do the sleeping on the floor stuff, so you know. Here I'm trying to see what kind of lights I can get around the place, but again, nothing's changing because it all classifies as outside. There is a space... Oh, I forgot a sink. I was like, what am I looking for? Forgot a sink. There is a nice little space right at the top of the stairs there. I think I'm going to add in another table, maybe like a chessboard or something. Went ahead and switched the dining room to be next to the kitchen because that just makes more sense. Yeah, I think that's my magical, whimsical fairy house. I'm super happy with the way it turned out. Are you excited to be building with the new pack stuff? Let me know in the comments below. And go ahead and subscribe if you liked this video. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.